Hello everyone, welcome back to another PvP showcase. Today we're going to be looking at Seamknight, and this is probably going to be the most stupid and busted balance change this entire season. Now, typically I don't cuss in my videos, but whoever decided to give this thing 60 stat points needs to get fucking fired now. Because this is just absurd. It gets 15 in both of its attacks and 15 in both of its defenses, which is completely stupid when this thing is already annoying. Annoying as hell. But yeah, not much else to say other than this stupid thing sucks. And it really hurts my pride that I have to showcase this thing because I'm Seamknight's #1 hater, if you guys didn't already know that. So yeah. Okay, here's the set that we're going to be using. So first off we have Vigor, which obviously is the stance changing ability where every single time you attack you switch into the attack form, and then when you use Scissor Guard you turn back into the defense form. So yeah, we're also using used crayons just for stupid recovery after every turn, because this thing basically just gets passive recovery every turn. At least with Scissor Guard you get it for free, and this thing is going to be insanely hard to break through because it has a really good typing and it also has really high defenses, so there's literally nothing you can do. Anyway, we're going to be using Sharpen so that we can set up our attack to become sky high. I guess you can use Shadow Lurk instead of Shadow Claws if you want to have like priority, but I don't like priority on this thing because if you attack first and you don't kill, you're extremely vulnerable, so I wouldn't recommend using that. And we have Iron Slash for Metal Stab, Spirit Claws, Spirit Stab, Sharpen, Setup, Scissor Guard. Stupid move. And then here are the equipments. We're using Epic Shades, Stone Necklace, and Pizza Slice. Epic Shades for health and attack because this thing has really high health. Stone Necklace because it just gives us 6 in every single one of our stats, and we don't really care about speed. Typically we actually want to go last. And then Pizza Slice just for extra defenses. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.